Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Not this time, buddy. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I have to do this one.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, so that's that ending. Okay, so I've killed myself twice now.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
And here. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your
So
enemy,
I've gotten
really,
both endings on the catwalk.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
one over
but the
here.
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Ah! That was
That's
just as scary
firsthand.
again. It's the
You
sound.
need to be the one to do this.
Okay. Pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Damn.
Jesus.
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
I can't move.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yes.
They want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Huh? Oh my god.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
What if I press other things? Okay. Nothing else does anything.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Did I?
Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
I'm like Walter
It was
Mitty.
wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building
So it
had
is a
suddenly
dream.
vanished off the face of the earth.
It's a
The
daydream.
thought excited him terribly.
Okay.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last,
What an adventure.
choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh god.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
It says, please proceed to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
So creepy. And another way that I looked up to end the game, or whatever, find more narration, which is essentially, if you remember the last ending, all that we heard about, finding more narration. Apparently one of the times that you restart it, you just keep hitting begin, you will get a different room outside. Ooh. I don't think this is it though. It said it would be blue. Oh, look at that! It's just a hallway straight to the first choice.
When Stanley came to us.
Okay, so let's just keep doing this. I've never seen that one load before. I don't think that was random. I think it was because I kept hitting begin again. The game knows I'm doing it. Ooh, here we go. Okay, so one of the times you restart
All
it,
of
you'll
his
get
co-workers
this.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now hold on a second. Does one of these open or something? Oh, that's my office. This is actually way cooler. Ah, here we go. Oh. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Alright everyone. I'm gonna have one more go at this. Come on. Come on.
The moment.
There we go. It seemed to be, the problem with this ending seemed to be some kind of graphical problem. So I'm running in a window instead of full screen, and I'll see if this is any different. If not, I'll just go look it up online, I guess, and I'll find a link and I'll put it in the info if I can't find it myself. But anyway, this is basically the last thing I'm going to do. There are a few other things that you can find in the game, but I'm just going to leave them for you, whether that means you just want to go find someone else's video of them, or if you actually want to play the game yourself, which I would highly recommend, you can go do that. If I'm going to find them, I will do it for myself, not for you. Sorry. I've had a lot of fun playing this game. It's been fun to get back to just playing a game for fun for you. I hope that I picked a good one. In the time that I've spent away from making gaming videos, I actually have played a lot of games, but I've, just done it for myself, like most of you do. I can tell you that this year I played BioShock Infinite, and I thought it was amazing. I played The Last of Us, and I thought that it was one of the best games that I've ever played, period. I played Grand Theft Auto 5, and of course that's brilliant. I don't think you can argue with that. It's a great game. I still haven't actually finished the story mode. I'm just having so much fun that I don't really want it to end. And those were my major titles of the year. I've played other things. I play a lot of things on tablet. I've spent way too much time on Plants vs. Zombies 2. I play a lot of Tiny Tower, Death Star Tower, etc. Sometimes I just can't help it. Just something I can do with my hands while the TV is on, I guess. But anyway, I do have plans for follow-up series unrelated to this, just other things that I want to do for you guys in 2014. I've had a lot of fun working on this, and I hope this works. Okay, well, shit.